Yo, what's going on? Your boy Uche here again. So apparently Donald Trump won the 2024 presidential election in America. I'm going to try to be as quick as possible. As you guys notice, I don't talk about politics. I stay the hell away talking about Uncle Sam on my page, okay? Because I pick my battles very carefully. But I'm going to give my 2 cents and while trying to be as respectful as possible, because I know how people get very emotionally triggered when it comes to elections and politics and the government. Yeah, but that's another conversation. This is what I think about these political parties, these two political parties. First of all, why the fuck is there just two? I know there's other parties, but the fact that there's just two major ones, it makes me give it a side eye. All of this shit is propaganda. It's very intentional. If you know, you know, bitch. But this is what I think. I'm not a fan of Kamala. I don't know what it is about her, but my spirit doesn't accept her. Okay, that's just me being honest. And I cannot go too in because I don't know who she is. I don't watch any one of these debates, all of these things. But there's something about that woman my spirit never really accepted to begin with. That's one. I'm also not a fan of the Democratic Party at all, and this is the reason why. Now, ideally, the Democratic Party is supposed to represent, being progressive, liberal, progression for the human mind, body, and soul, everything about humanity. That's what it's supposed to represent. But unfortunately, the heart of man is still very desperately wicked. A lot of these democratic parties, a lot of them are very intelligent. They're intelligent manipulators, aka snakes. They're intelligent enough to know that most people who vote for Democrats are dumb. Dumb diddy dumb dumb. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of Democratic people who claim to vote for Democrats, and you're hopping and hooping for what's it called? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are just dumb. And as a result, a lot of the Democratic Party just emotionally and mentally manipulate you because you don't even know if you're coming or going, Chad. That's another conversation. I'm also not a fan of the Republic Party either because to me, a lot of the Republicans are a bunch of hypocrites to me. They're very hypocritical. And this is unfortunate because the Republican Party is supposed to represent preserving things that keep us human, okay? Preserving our conscience, preserving our humanity, preserving certain cultures and traditions that our ancestors have learned through and passed through to us to help us maximize survivability, okay? But unfortunately, the heart of man is still desperately wicked. As a result, this has created so much hypocrisy. This is why I'm not a fan of the Republican Party. So I pay both of these people dust. That's just me being honest. Now, what do I think about Donald Trump? Again, just like Kamala Harris, I don't really know enough about Donald Trump to give a deep opinion, okay? Because I don't watch these people. I have not watched TV in eons, okay? So I really don't know what's going on. And I also don't live in America anymore. But every single time I hear people who claim to not like Donald Trump, I always ask, and I try to be as neutral and open minded as possible when I ask, but they never seem to give me anything reasonable about Donald Trump that they don't like about him. It doesn't make any sense. But it's not just Donald Trump. A lot of people who claim to not like a lot of people, when I ask them why they don't like those people, their reasons is just very stupid. Like Burna Boy, for example. A lot of Nigerians claim they don't like Burna Boy, and every time I ask, why do you not like Burna Boy? They always say he's rude. He's this and that. Well, okay, show me a video where he's being rude. The nigga is just tired of this fuck shit. That's just what it is, okay? Come on now. That's another conversation. So I'm not saying that Donald Trump is a good person. I'm not saying he's not a good person. That's not what I'm saying. But it's just, I don't know enough about this man to give my honest opinion as to what really is Donald Trump. But a lot of times when I hear people who talk about Donald Trump, your reason for not liking Donald Trump is not adding up to me. Their number one reason for not liking Donald Trump is because he's racist. Bitch, are you fucking slow? He's racist. Donald Trump is not any more racist than your neighbor, the person who works with you at work. The difference is that the person, the racist coworker who works with you at work, needs this job to survive. So therefore, they're giving this fake ass smile and small talk and all this fake shit. Donald Trump doesn't need that. He has the privilege of not giving a fuck. He is the embodiment of white supremacy, patriarchy, heteronormativity, and whatever the fuck the founding fathers of America created for America. He's the embodiment of that. So therefore, the man gives you what the fuck he is. He is the embodiment of that. Now, the only issue that I would say, I've always said this before about Donald Trump, is Donald Trump does not understand what it feels like to be an average American. And I think even he is smart enough to understand that. He doesn't know what it feels like to be an American, okay? Like, he's never had to take a bus. He's never had to apply for jobs. I know he went to an Ivy League school, but Chad, please, when you are born in billions, you can get into the University of the fucking Moon if you want to. Okay, so he doesn't know the struggle of the average American, especially people of color. That's the only thing I would say about Donald Trump. But I have not seen anybody who gives me anything reasonable about not liking Donald Trump. Yes, he is a character. He's a very interesting person. Okay, the way he talks and all kinds of shit. But this is also him expressing his privilege. He is a white man who is a billionaire, born and raised in riches. He is the embodiment of white supremacy, his embodiment of white privilege, his embodiment of Western privilege. What the fuck else do you expect him to be? He just doesn't give a fuck. He says a lot of the things that you, including you, and your coworkers and your neighbors, feel in their heart, but they don't have the balls to say it. That's what Donald Trump is. And I don't think that's enough to hate somebody. I'm not saying, again, he's a bad person or a good person. I could care less. To me, both of these parties, Chad, Republican, Democrats, what's coming down the pipeline is still coming down the pipeline. If you know, you motherfucking know, bitch. And you better be fucking prepared, okay? It's just one party winning versus the other party depends on how quickly this thing will happen and how long it will happen. But it's still coming. Like I said, if you know, you know. You better be prepared. Whoo, Chad. But anyway, let me know how y'all feel about this U.S. election, these two political parties, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, and do you agree with me or do you not agree with me? And I'm being respectful, okay? I'm just being honest. I pick my battles carefully. I don't like to talk about the U.S. politics, the U.S. government. I don't, chat. Uncle Sam, girl. But I'm also keep it real. That's how I feel. Uche, peace and love.